Hey, it's Michael Saul with the Stock Market Trading Watch List for Tuesday, July 26, 2011. Let's take a look at some stocks we've been watching. I also have a new one to put on the list, and of course, we'll go over the usual suspects. Here's Eaton Corp. Eaton Corp broke out of this consolidation here. The video officially didn't take it because we gapped up above it, but I've gotten some emails with people wanting me to manage these anyway, which is going to be tough because if this would have gapped up and then crapped, I would just be moving on, right? I mean, in this case, it looks like, oh, it gapped up and it was still okay to take, but yeah, that's not the video rules. And yeah, I know there are a lot of stocks that get canceled because of that, but you don't realize all the stocks that would have been horrible losers also. So I don't count this one, but if you wound up taking it on an intraday basis, it hit the first target, which was the high of this consolidation, all right? But I don't count it as a winner. Let's look at CVH. Okay, didn't break out. Went with the market today, had a down day. TAP didn't hit the 200-day moving average, starting to pull back a little bit here. VRTX, okay, still filling out its consolidation here. Remember watching it to break out and get above that 50-day moving average. WPI, okay, so this was a weird one, right? Because we talked about WPI and we talked about the target of a bull flag being higher. Well, this one opened lower and then went higher and took out the highs by a penny, and then turned tail. So stop should have been moved to break even on the break to a new high. We talked about that. So it's a break even stop on this one according to the video. But how about that? It just went higher by a penny. Unbelievable, but true. Okay, GSM broke the trigger above 25, but didn't close too well. So put a stop below the consolidation there. And if this thing starts to push, move stops aggressively. That's the way the video would be managing this one. Let's look at some usual suspects. RIM already turning back down. Didn't even want to get to the 20 EMA. So watch a retest of this hammer because I think if this holds, we may get a tradable bounce on RIM. All right, so just watching that one. Here's Goldman continuing its upward ways despite the gap down and the push down. All right, still watching to see what it does when we get to these highs up here at 138.95. So far, we tested and held these highs, but I think that's going to be the real test up there, 138.95. Let's look at Google. Okay, Google pushed higher up to 6.25 and pushed down, could not hold that. But based on the 78.6% retracement rule, looks like we are headed to these highs on Google. Apple tagged 400 to the tick, and that's it. It could not go any further, which I think is pretty cool if you ask me. But hey, I know technical analysis doesn't work, but the rare times that it does, and that whole round number, bink, and then just like, nope, we're not getting above that. So let's see, can it get there tomorrow? Remember, you still have the after hours high at like 406-ish for a target on the upside here. If not, it starts to pull back. Still watching that gap fill. Okay, let's look at Baidu. Okay, Baidu finally trying to break here. Center last, you got 167.54 as the next target. If it can get above that with some oomph. Here's Caterpillar. Yeah, nothing, just hanging at the 50-day moving average. I guess it could be taken as a good sign that it's not breaking below it. All right, so gold above this 156.57 number, now looking at 160.35. 160.35, the next target for GLD. SLV, okay, lagging a little bit, but above this point right up here. which is 40, above the 40 area, or the 40-ish area. Watch this 42.02 number. Price line. Okay, price line still in this pattern here. Let's format it back. Still in this bull flag here. Did not break, but watching this one, if it can break out, to see if it could take out these highs and head towards 575. It has to get there with some momentum. Potash. Okay, Potash tried to go higher, but got a little rejected. Still closed. Appears up. It appears up on the session, but having trouble with this level here. If it gets above that, look for a retest of these highs up here. ERTS we looked at. Okay, came out of this little consolidation, but didn't do much. And the market tried to get going, but it just couldn't fill that gap. Qualcomm, nothing going on. Ren. Okay, nothing there. Super Gurus aren't happy yet. And then LinkedIn, nothing there either. So one stock that came up on my dead but not buried scan is Mako Surgical Corp. And this one I've highlighted on my list from time to time. And it looks like it's in a nice coil here. And should be watched to see if we can get a break one way or the other. So it looks like, since it's above the moving averages, that the break will be to the upside. So that's where I'd be putting the focus on here. See if it can break out to the upside, retest these highs up here at 35.90. If not, and it breaks down, watch for clearance of that 50-day, because that could be some good support there. All right, have a great trading day on Tuesday. I'll talk to everybody again on Wednesday.